Okay, now they're having sex everywhere, and now we are talking about the abortion matrix.
Toward the end of his life.
See the music? You hear the music coming at you? If you're telling me something serious, why do I need this music? Because you need to take every thought. Remember I said I'm starting to see too much and that big ball came up? That was just in case you started to see too much so they can put you to sleep. I did not know it was going to happen, but it did. So that they could put you to sleep. I did not even know it happened until I looked at my own video. Now we have music while he is talking. Why? Why? And if there is to be music, it is supposed to be something like jazz or some shit like that. I forget the name of it. Forget the name of it is what they teach their children so that their children can be young and be 2, 3, and 4 years old playing the violin. Those also can be CIA children where they do all kind of shit under mind control, even under hypnosis. You know, they play games in the street too with their magic, and they can put you under hypnosis with a word that is called neuro-linguistic programming, but they tell us it is magic. It is a form of magic. It is. Probably could be magic because they are using words. And every time you hear a certain word, chicken, you begin to go burr, 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 because he had implanted that somewhere. You see? That is also neuro-linguistic programming. All of their magic shows, it is street theater and also neuro-linguistic programming. He was the best magician ever, Aleister Crowley was. But this is Kinsey. See? There's Crowley, the bald-headed magician. He is like the bat, the vampire.
Kenneth Unger visited the great beast at his lair at the Thelema Abbey in Sicily.
See? Remember Abby it said something like dealing with Satan and stuff like that? And then I went back and said her name is Abby. And there it is. Abby, yeah. Part 6 at that.
Unger later observed.
Also, in the word, I don't know if it's the Lima or whatever, but there is a more sex diaries. Kinsey was obsessed with obtaining the great beast day-to-day sex diaries. God. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. I can understand why, because I am the opposite. I am obsessed. And letting everyone know that he was obsessed with Aleister Crowley's diaries. And these are Aleister Crowley's diaries. That mean he is getting his shit from Aleister Crowley. And it also comes from Egypt. All of it comes from Egypt.
Kinsey was obsessed with obtaining the great beast's day-to-day sex diaries. To obtain grant monies and maintain the support of the university, Kinsey needed the excuse of research to validate his 24 hours a day.
He needed what? He needed the excuse of research. See, that's why they took those 500 babies to breed to serve. 500 babies for research. That's what they do. They say, oh, we're going to do this for research. So you turn parents into pedophiles? What type of research are you fucking doing? Because these motherfuckers have lost their damn mind. See, YES is backwards here. And in Hebrew, the word YES, king, is king. That means yes. And here is a Kenneth Anger. See? Or anger. But still to me is anger. You know, like you are angry? Anger. And here's king. Wow. This takes you all the way back to the word sagacious and even more. And he is a E.T. Not an N-A-T, which will be of the nation. But he is a E.T. That's why it was so easy for him to do this. He is one of the Martians. He is a E.T. He is a Martian. You know, they came out to Earth from Mars. And then that was their third, this is their third planet. And everywhere they go, they do exactly like this. Everywhere they go. First they were on the moon, then they were given Mars, and now here. It is in the movie, has something to do with the 4th of July or something, and Will Smith plays in it. And then they have Will Smith, they say it is an alien, I guess. It is an alien, because look at the alien's head, the alien has dreads. But they needed our power to pull the shit off, you know? So, the energy. So they use Will, whose name is ILL, and his name Will, do without Will. And he is a Smith. A Smith and Weston, son of a gun, you see? They use him to play the part. And as he is pulling the alien, I think by the dreads, he says this. He says, you were given 3 planets or something. This is your 3rd planet, your last planet. Everywhere you go, you do this, you do that. But it's in that part of the movie. Yes. And I was sitting outside. See, I hear more if I am not looking. I really wasn't paying attention. It's just the person I was talking to. They went inside the house and I began to work more. I was making dolls at the time, and I was beginning to work more on my water bottle doll. So it was, nice and quiet and really nice outside. And the children had the TV on. And I heard him say that. And when I heard him say that, I saw pictures go through. So I came in and I asked the female at the house, I say, can the children back that up for me? If they don't mind, whatever. And she said, sure. So they backed it up and I get to hear it again. I say, yes, I knew. I always knew. I had always knew for a long time that they come from the moon first, Pleiades, then given the moon, then given Mars, and now they are given here. And then they had to go to write that shit in that movie. And I was also married to a Kenneth. My last husband is Kenneth, and my son's name is Kenneth. He is a N-A-T-H, because he is for a nation. And Ken is very sagacious, and I was also born on Kenneth Street. I too am an E.T. But I am not an Inga. You could say I am an Inky, because I am kin to Inky. And, I can't help. The Inky did that, I did not, Somehow I get wound up in it anyway. Doesn't matter.
With sex. That the man who perhaps more than any other.
See all the shit moving behind? See, stuff like that can give me a headache. And I think that's what really made me tired yesterday. Because that blue shit was coming through, all this shit. And it's even a different color in my phone like this. It's very deep green, This is deep blue. Here, this is deeper. The color in my phone is more vivid, gives it a more vivid color. Now, he is standing in front of A, so you cannot see that, but you can see Bo. And this is T-I-O-N, which is the act, and also T-O-N, which means your government in Washington knows about this or has something to do with this. It is the action of, and they are going what? They do a 3, 2, 1, something like that, action, So it is the action of a boar. If you go and you research the characteristics of a boar, it possibly will take you to a wild boar, which wild boar will be even better because in the word wild is ID. And it can give you a way to how to ID a boar, the act of a boar. And then here they have, the M is almost gone, but it's at Rick, which means to me, this is saying this is at Rick. And Eric Holder is the Attorney General, so to me, he knows what's going on too. And to make it so bad, he is melanated, and this word is matrix. And we are in the matrix of EMAH'NATURE right now. And he is allowing this to happen, and when he comes back to the word abortion, then Eric, who is holding everyone, if you ask me, isn't he the Attorney General? He is attorney. Doesn't that mean that he can go into the court and bring all these people up on charges? But no, he don't want to do that. Maybe he is a clone himself. Who knows? Who knows what these people do? They're all up inside EMAH'NATURE's matrix with all their fucking colors and music.
Was responsible for the, quote, legitimization of sexual perversion in the latter half of the 20th century, was both a pervert and a fan of the century's most notable occultist, is a fact that should be shouted from the housetops, as well as...
He said it's a fact that should be shouted from the housetop. Did you hear him? And I would say, he is a Jew boy, because of the long face, the ears, and the nose.
His connection to the abortion industry. In April of 1955, 16 months before...
1955, 3 years before I was even born, but my sister Sharon was born. And you think that they're only doing this on a linguistic level? No, the military has already had it. And who's in the service? Jenkins.
On the abortion issue at the Arden House in Arab, New York.
How can he do anything in a conference because it is a con? Why would you want to have a conference with someone who is, for man and boy love, That's what they told Ham too. That's exactly what they call it. In the movie, they called it man and boy love.
Sponsored by Planned Parenthood and the New York Academy of Medicine. A report from
New York Academy of Medicine, doesn't that have something to do with your health medicine? So this word can actually go for holy, huh? They planned parenthood, yeah. You can plan your parenthood if you are taught, a certain culture and not taught by them to have sex here and there and with sheep and gold, your baby, his baby, their baby, anybody's baby, And now, to suck the dick of an 8-year-old. Not only are they sucking the little boy's dick, they are sucking his blood. And I bet they suck that motherfucker dry. I was told as a child, I heard older people say, the white man will suck you dry. They will suck your blood dry. Because they would say, you can't get blood out of a cabbage. Or some shit like that. Old people used to say some weird shit. Yes, but they say the white man, he will suck you dry. He will suck your blood dry. And now I see he will do it when you are 8 days old. Because it is better to get the baby before he is 8. Whether he is 8 days old, whether he is 8 weeks old, 8 months, or 8 years. Maybe even 18 or 28. Who knows? It's still at 8. It's still your life. Wow. Take the baby's life even before he lives. There's a scripture in the Bible that talks about that too. He said, before I was the age of 2 or something, but it talks about something like that.
Was published 3 years later. Edited by Planned Parenthood's president, Dr.
The first words we see is 8. You see? The first word I see is 8. This is also the number 8. This is 35. 3 and 5 is 8. So they are eating like 8, 8, 8, 8. Just keep eating. And this, I always took it to be street, But it is more than that. And here is a word also. And so is this right here. There are many words, but I like to focus it on the 8 because of what I am doing now. 8, the number 8 sounds like 8. And the 30, this is 35. That is a 8 too. So now to me, they are just walking down the streets. Just 8, 8, 8, 8. 8 this brain, 8 that brain, 8 that brain. We're gonna 8 this brain first, and now we make them gay. Now 8 that brain, and give them a virus that will kill them all. And we can also 8 that brain, and now what we do not kill with the virus or the chemtrails or whatever else in the fuck they do, you know, all the shit they do to kill us, you know, the chemicals and messing all up in Nima nature and getting all these chemicals and putting them together to kill us and to kill her too. Isn't that awesome? They are killing Nima nature with her own shit. Wow. Because she allowed them to stay here. Look at that word, Ashley. Like, to burn ashes. This has been edited by Mary somebody, whatever. Is this California where they have fragrance hours? 1. You know? I can get a lot of shit out of this. Already it is a con. That I know. Is this a trip? How Aleister Crowley has something to do with all of this. And he died in 1941, and this dude, he appears in 1955, and then you had Timothy Leary in 1960, but then you had that guy over there for the Devil Church up there in LA, and then you have another guy that's with NASA, I think his name is Michael something, I'm not for sure, and then you have Maurice Green, and then you have this man. Wow, no wonder I am fighting a losing battle. La hero.